5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team
Earth Shaker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Vengeful spirits.
Доброго времени суток всем, дорогие друзья. По-прежнему с вами друг и Каспер. По-прежнему это я уже, потому что я только из одного эфира в этот. Короче, продолжаем смотреть Доту, Юго-Восточная Азия сегодня.
Да, у нас финал нижней сетки. Команды подобрались прекрасные. Сейчас будем наблюдать драфты этих коллективов. В целом борьба в этом регионе, ну, она всегда была интересна, потому что все это маленькие СНГ. Для меня, по крайней мере.
По задору ты имеешь в виду?
По задору, да-да-да. По закидонам, по всему на свете. То еще СНГ, то еще славное СНГ, где выигрывалось невыигрываемое.
Да, скучаю я по тем временам. GeekFam и Boom Esports, если что, вдруг, кому интересно название, вдруг. этих команд.
Так они читаются.
Да. И я просто, да, когда наблюдал за прошедшими встречами Boom, я обнаружил, что проиграли они Fnatic, причем проиграли очень интересным образом. Там было 2 идентичных практически драфта, и вторая игра закончилась еще быстрее, чем первая. Обычно это бывает наоборот. Обычно ты знаешь, ты провел первый матч, ты такой, ладно, хорошо, проблема у нас была не в пике, то есть мы что-то сделали плохо. Давайте в этот раз не облажаемся.
Всегда можно сделать хуже.
Именно так.
Нет предела совершенству, особенно если мы с негативной точки зрения.
Именно так. И вы такие берете те же пики, противник берет плюс-минус те же пики, и вы еще быстрее проигрываете.
Мы пока вот сюда шли в студию, я забежал быстро в режиссерку посмотреть у обсервера, что там по драфтам. И я такой, ДК. Что ДК, что Эмбер? Почему, собственно, спрошу. И одна и вторая команда спамит Драгонайта. Драгонайт в паре с аппаратом, распик идет на первых позициях. Ну, прям вот первый и второй пик, ДК аппарат. Бумади, если не ошибаюсь, этим спамили. Но в целом ДК любит и одна, и другая команда, и открывается им сразу же. Поэтому ДК вполне закономерно отправляется в бан. Та же история с Эмбер Спиритом. Любят его и Boom, и GeekFam. Тоже, если не ДК, то Эмбер Спирит. Но сразу же решили друг с другом не заигрывать. Отправляем в бан, посмотрим, чем вы еще умеете играть. Фурион, Винга и Шейкер Бэтрайдер.
Да, Фурион, Винга уже интересно. В принципе, персонажи весьма многофункциональные, да, можно их там двигать по разным линиям, делать с ними что угодно. Вплоть до керри-винги, конечно, господи упаси, конечно, но такое я тоже видел, к сожалению.
Или Дан сидит такой, что, и что ты там видел? Ну, что тебе не нравится, а? Эти комментаторы, что вообще?
Примерно как керри Скайросмак. Примерно такой же сильный.
Нормально. В принципе, мне нравится. Так. Бан Деспрофит и бан Чена. Тоже, да, у нас? Ну, Деспрофит.
Да. ДП убрали, Пуныча убрали. Никс берется, очень крутой пик здесь, уже против Бэтрайдера Шейкера. Оба персонажа его просто вообще ужас как не любят. Беттику летать тяжело, Шейкеру прокасты давать тоже очень тяжело. В целом Никс вот хорошо подходит как раз, да, против персонажей типа Магнусы, Шейкеры, те, которые нажимают много кнопок, важна четкая последовательность, четкая хронология. Тут халявы не будет, тут Никс просто запрыгивает, бейте меня.
Вообще пикнули Бэтрайдера, не смутило, что Винга есть в пике, то есть не лассо, значит тут в приоритете. Vengeful Spirit хороший герой на подсейв, просто свапаешь из лассо, довольный. Все
просто сейчас Беттик, он очень крутой, его берут именно в плане давления на линии, но если он появляется на второй пик, обычно это не такая большая проблема, но вы можете обыграть его. Вот, допустим, появляется тот же Никс Ассасин, появляется Фурион. Фурион видит угрозу, нажимает телепорт, тем более добирает, допустим, Варлока, оглушения нет. Пока что оглушение одно, это Шейкер. Шейкер же не будет по всей карте летать, и там не факт, что он с Фурионом на одной линии окажется. Допустим, Фурион улетает, Никс нажимает Карапас и убегает, добрать Кора, который устойчив, или Коров, которые устойчивы к гноблению от Бэтрайдера. Это может быть Лайфстилер, там, я не знаю, Сларк, вот Фантом Лансер.
Только хотел сказать, ПЛ, наверное, не захотят брать. Все-таки Шейкер есть. Да плевать вообще, есть Шейкер, нет Шейкера.
Да, потому что он очень хорош именно против Беттика. Вот Беттик берется в эту там сложную, к примеру, гнобить керри. А керри либо Найкс, либо ПЛ, либо Сларк. И что ты гнобишь? Да ничего ты не гнобишь.
Найкс, ты сейчас сердечком не бередишь, просто я Найкса не видел уже, ну, очень долго.
Нет, так он здесь был бы не худшим вариантом. Шейкера ест, Варлока ест.
Он в любом пике лучший вариант для меня, но тут нет, решили все-таки ПЛ.
Да, тут еще Спектр. Да. О, это такая бородатая связка, Варлок Спектр. Если люди вдруг помнят, такая терпильная вообще линия. Просто лечатся и стоят под башней. Главное не загонять их туда под башню, и тогда будет счастье, не давать ей спокойно фармить.
Бум с этой спектрой, я смотрю, Fnatic даже одну карту отжали. Это было еще в групповой стадии. Понятно, не в финале верхней, там они 0-2, как Роман сказал, отлетели. Ну и так в целом у них не так много. Спектры была одна против TNC, тоже победная. В целом группа не такая обширная, да, у нас всего 6 команд, 5 встреч. Глобально все задумки не покажешь. Но спектра в целом была, Бум играли с ней. Да. Герой, ну последний.
Пока, все, что могу сказать, у Boom 0 damage. Damage is absent today.
Чего?
Где
спектра? Он? Ну или ты имеешь в виду на старте?
Я имею в виду до 40-й минуты. 0 урона.
Ну, Шакира что-то вносит, конечно, но опять же
Шакира?
очень ситуативно, да.
Это новое имя уже у Шейкера?
Я всегда не знаю, почему привык к нему.
Я не знаю, я первый раз слышу про Шакиру.
Шакира. Что-то вносит, но опять же должны сложиться звезды так, чтобы под
Ему
них
надо тогда
Санис.
озвучку переделать, когда он влетает, это он
5
там,
seconds remaining.
ну, и с ее вот этими характерными.
Тем более он же шейкну трясет, а там Шакира тоже, кстати, славится этим делом. Так, ну и последний бан. Тут вопрос. Либо это мидлейн Aegis Prophet, либо все-таки сложная линия НП.
Я бы, наверное, в сложную ставил с этим варлоком воевать, и все. Причем пеньки, мне кажется, будут неплохим вариантом под этот, если будут попадать, под фатал-банды, вот. Ты их просто увел, и все. Ну, они просто лишние заряды фатал-бандов на себя могут впитывать. И дерешься с этим варлоком.
Кого не хватает, если мы говорим о мидере? Ну, я все еще в голове, конечно, держу, что НП может мид стать, просто как-то переиграют. Плюс последний пик у команды GeekFam. Есть вариант увидеть вражеского мидлейнера 100% и понять.
Да, вообще варик есть, пока контроль у Boom Esports, он очень посредственный, при этом есть еще винга. Я к чему веду? К каким-нибудь Шторм-спиритам у GeekFam. Почему? Никс, во-первых, у вас, Шторм его уже бояться не будет. Вот единственное, кого боится, это Шейкера, пожалуй. Там тот же Шторм Спирит.
Ну, зачейнить можно страшно. Просто Варлок сверху голема может выдать. Там Бетик, вдруг винга будет
А
мертвый.
с Пейлом тогда чем драться? В том-то и дело, что если вы все это красиво, грамотно используете против там, условного Шторм Спирита, то Пейл такой: парам, здоров.
Некрофоса забанили. Последний. Ну, Бэтрайдер либо сложная, либо все-таки это Бэтрайдер в центральную линию.
Да, поэтому нужно взять кого-то, кто и... ну ладно, сейчас все равно они же еще доберут, да-да-да, точно.
Два таких ситуативных, там и Панга, и Кунка на последний, и Void Spirit, то есть такие герои, которых и в мидлейне можно увидеть, и в центральную, ну и в сложную линию отправляют. Legion Commander.
Legion Commander. И тут тоже по-прежнему непонятно, что это за Legion Commander.
Ну, против Пэла, наверное, будет стоять Legion Commander.
Может быть, может быть.
Немного.
Да, тогда Бетик отправляется в центр, Legion Commander Хард Спектр в легкую.
Ну, сейчас Бетик отправляется в центр, и Пэйл отправляется в центр.
Да, и Пэла в центр.
И все, и у вас Пэйл 10-я минута, 11 уровень.
И 4 слота.
С диффузами, до свидания.
С диффузами и сатаником.
Найс поиграли. Найс катайте. Ну и последний пик.
Да, тогда... Кого...
Фура тоже не хочет против Легионки стоять. Если...
Ну да, ему не очень прикольно, что он никами это все триггерит. Контратаки. ОД. О, такой бородатый выскочил ОД. Я, как ты знаешь, я его вспоминал, а потом такой, блин, да когда я последний раз вообще видел этого ОД в этом мире? Ну, кроме матчмейкинга, где он по-прежнему иногда берется. И в итоге, да, в итоге Outroll Devourer у GeekFam. Мне пока все нравится. Есть много подсейва от Батрухи, от Легионки.
Батруха это, прошу прощения.
Это Бэтрайдер.
Бэтрайдер. Не Братрум уже.
Это как Шакира, только Батруха.
Батруха и Шакира. О, это будет веселое комментирование. Кто их привел сюда? Да, Роман, давай, твое здоровье. Хорошее настроение, ребятки, с йогуртными коктейлями Фрутис. Ну и начинается игровой день на этом канале. Сия Регион. У нас сегодня выходные, но тем лучше для нас, потому что...
Думал, что но. Вот у нас выходные, но. Думаю, что но.
Подходит уже к завершению несколько регионов, в частности, Сия регион доигрывает свою историю. Завтра мы увидим гранд-финал, то есть все очень близко. Но Европа идет постепенно к развязке. Тоже крайне интересно, что там получится. Группы уже заканчиваются. Я думаю, если вы наблюдаете, вы можете посмотреть за потрясающим ходом команды Virtus.pro, Prodigy. Этот молодежный состав, который вообще не замечает никого. НАТО Свинцер у нас сегодня против Секрет еще.
О, а я смотрел, как OG никто не ощущает.
Ну, OG, кто это такие вообще?
Тоже не знаю.
Сумаля, OG. Ну, была такая команда, ладно, что-то там проигрывали.
Да не, я просто вспоминаю прошлогодний этот период, когда у них тоже ничего не шло, они проигрывали все, у них не было ни одного DPC очка, там, 3 четверти сезона, что с них там рафлировали. Даже они с себя рафлировали на трусайте. Там было интервью в лайве, там все...
Зато мне один турнир. Молодежный состав,
да. Говорят, ну мы вообще прошлый из Open Qual вышли, так что и в этом году. Пока все... Да, в общем-то... не общаются. Ну давайте смотреть уже, ладно, Юго-Восточную Азию, а то, как обычно, я в другую степь ушел. Кто в сторону Нави уходит, я вот в сторону OG убежал.
Prepare for
Я бы
battle.
доточку.
Let's look at the ease of execution. Who has the easier draft? Which one look easy? Radiant. Clear win condition. Dire has a very greedy lineup. OT.
I support Radiant too, actually.
How can you just follow me?
What?
How can you just follow me? I thought you said GeekFam was gonna win.
I thought so, but then I saw the OD mid pick. I think I agree with you. I think it's way too greedy. No. I don't like that. But here, okay, I was calculating this. So if you do sticky napalm, right, 3 seconds right? It means you have 2 chances, right? You have if you miss the first sticky napalm, that's you're screwed. But you have another chance to put it afterwards, right? So if you astral, if you wait like 2 seconds and you astral right as the sticky napalm hits, you can evade the sticky napalm and pretty much dispel it.
Feed the tree.
But then you astral yourself.
30
There goes your
seconds
last
to
hits. Why do you even want to put yourself under? Why?
That's a very good pick.
I want last hits, mate.
Yep. You astral yourself next to the creep wave.
And then, whoa, TP ganked.
Yes, it's true. You're right. This late is. I mean,
It should be hard, but I don't know. You know,
Winter will reserve his judgment. I can say.
as usual.
Yeah. Wait till 10 minutes in, and then you can flame Carl. I think it's greedy regardless of the lane, to be honest. Though I don't know why you would pick an OD. I agree with you. When you play PL, he's your sole win condition. He literally soloed the enemy team once he gets enough farm.
Maybe they feel like the PL cannot carry the game because there's a Spectre. So they wanted to pick a hero that's good.
Oh, for security in the late
Yeah,
game.
maybe. And they feel like they can get away. Because part of the thing when we always mention, oh, this team is greedy, that team is greedy, but we also have to talk about, can they get away with the greed? That's
true.
part of being greedy. Whether you think you can get away, they're not like just saying, oh, okay, we're just gonna pick this hero because we are a greedy team. No, they obviously think that they can get away with the greed. There must be some reasoning behind the greed that they're going for this game.
And Boom is relatively. Can we see the last hits, by the way? Boom is relatively slow as a
Why do
line.
you want to see the last hits? First wave. Oh, he denied the range creep. Well done.
Do you want to be the hype caster for this? I think you would do a better job. I just think that the lineup for Boom is. I mean, the thing is better mid is a really quick pick though. He doesn't bring the push to the table.
Yeah,
He can really
but
poke you.
the thing is, like, I feel like he's still gonna do his job, beating the OD in the lane. I think if he can do that, even though he gets countered by the Nyx later and there's a bench to swap to break the lasso, he will still do a lot in the game.
Well, because you talked about how his different roles change the way you play the hero, right? And better and mid is more about the damage and the lasso.
Yeah, the cancel lasso is like whatever, you know, like, oh,
He went for level 1 Spirit Lance, which is clearly
he is gone. He's
yeah,
the
it's not really helping him out. Punch to the face.
What? You took the kill. Did your master allow you?
Well, Hyde knows that as an Earthshaker 4, you're better off taking the farm than a Legion Command because you need that early blink time.
Well, that's the same argument LC would make. How is that fair? He's a
Duel
core.
is garbage compared to Echoes.
You call your master garbage,
Yes.
you're gonna get punished. You do not know the life of a support.
That's true. When I play support, I just steal assets. That's the way you play in pubs.
The way I play,
Remember you told me he was going for a Flame Break build? That's fascinating.
oh, he's not
That's an
going.
interesting comment.
Oh, damn! I thought you're supposed to go flame break against OD.
I think you go Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly means you always have a chance to kill him.
Yes, and also Firefly is better for the mid game. If you go Flame Break build, then you go...
You're gonna go 1 point. Okay, come on, you're not gonna go like.
Oh no, you go 3-1-1.
Yeah.
You go 3-1-1. Yeah.
You're just going to get 1 point
Radiant's
to harass
turret
him.
has been
Yes,
killed.
yes, yes, yes. I agree with that point.
Because I've seen a lot of players do that against OD. You're not gonna full commit.
That Spectre is going for Nakam, by the way.
Do you not like it? It's like a common thing nowadays.
No, I'm just saying. Because I noticed it when the double thing. You like it a lot. You like it a lot on
I like it on heroes that have trouble getting creeps, getting money. But I don't like on heroes that have no problem getting money.
Yeah, you've said that multiple times.
Yeah.
When they,
But
when they get that great.
sometimes there are heroes that are still, you know,
Like Snap.
like Lycan, you're always... I mean, summons are good for you, you know. You want to have a lot of... Snapfire is also okay too, because you can use the cookie onto...
Beastmaster, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, some...
Nature is grim.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's also good for Spec, because honestly, the stats that you mentioned are really, really good for her.
HP and mana regen.
You need both things. You can even skip Soul Ring. I've seen some Spectres that actually go for Soul Ring just because Necronomicon's enough. They need to change the build up for Necronomicon to nerf it on it.
Why are you not happy with everything?
No, no.
Everything needs to be changed according to Evo Plus. Everything. this is not good. This is too expensive. This is too cheap.
No, I didn't. That's not my point. But thank you for doing that. Like, my point was that if you want to nerf it from every hero getting Necronomicon, that's what you need to do. Nerf the build-up. You don't nerf the actual item.
You see, he could have done a lot of damage if he had flame break, or maybe killed him there because you could bounce him backwards instead of like it gives you more flexibility. In the
You're
lane.
right. But then Carl wouldn't do those Astral Imprisonments.
But he wouldn't know. The first time you're gonna use it on him, he's gonna die.
Right. The surprise. You're right. Yeah. The surprise factor is a good point. Oh, can you still use the trick to see the level of a skill? That doesn't work anymore.
What trick?
You don't remember?
No. What kind of trick?
If you click on the enemy hero and you hover over the skill, it'll show you the cast range. But
What?
But they haven't leveled it up. It won't show you the cast range. It used to be a trick to figure out if they leveled something up.
Does it still work?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying. I thought a TI player would know this.
What? What kind of trick is this?
It's been a while. It's been a thing. It's like been a thing for a long time. I think they fixed it though. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not sure if you can figure it out anymore.
You're not supposed to be able to figure things out like this.
No, of course not.
It's not fair.
Well, there's a lot of very interesting things you can do in Dota to figure out the skill builds. Like for Dragon, for example, you always check the armor. And then
I mean, that's okay. That's not that's normal, you know, because you can see the armor.
no, of course, but there's like interesting things you can do like that. Or LC, for example, you can check how much lifesteal she gets.
You can.
Yeah.
And you know the exact. Oh, you know because it's increasing from before, so you know he took the extra skill point. So smart.
Or you do the math in your head if you're a genius. That's why you should study, folks, to play Dota. You should get a whole maths degree and become a Dota player.
Bounty.
Look, he actually didn't point. Flame break.
I mean, this is like more like I just want to farm build. You know, I'm not trying to have any chance of killing the OD. Because if you do this build, you're only relying on the OD to massively screw up in the lane for you to have a chance to kill him. But if you have 1 point in flame break, even though it's a half chance sometimes, you know, you can kill him because you have the flame break.
Also, the point to be made is that if people rotate, you're better off with this build than with the flame break build. This is like you don't get solo kills.
Yeah, sure. If people rotate, this is better.
Yeah. Like,
but
for
it's the
example-
same thing as well. If people rotate,
No way he's getting away with that. They have an impale too. Yeah, and in fact, they might actually turn back because the sticky napalm is about to dispel. There we go. Oh my god. I wasn't laughing at the player. It was just funny because the OD was like, oh, okay, I guess, sure.
oh no, OD is not losing his lane. So the
very even.
predicament of the game is changing. Like the outcome of the game will be heavily affected by this because I was anticipating the bat to win the lane. But looking at the other lane, Spectre is more or less is even against the Nature's Power. That's great for Spectre, but like I always say, Spectre, you care about your team winning their lanes so they can do stuff, and then you can haunt to secure the kills.
But LC is doing very well for herself too.
So that's still great for the Spectre.
FBZ will have to take a more protagonist role this game, at least in the beginning.
So what do you want?
As LC?
I think you're the front line this game because Bear Rider is like the annoying bugger that doesn't want to show himself in the front line. He's just like, sticky napalm, I'm hiding. Sticky napalm, hide. So the LC needs to take all the attention in front.
Do you think that Avatar can play that role when you're mid? I think you can make it in a fight.
The Bear Rider, you can, but because there's too many counters, I feel so it's hard. Like the Nyx is very annoying. You don't really want to do that. You kinda
swap Nyx Astro.
Yeah, I think you kind of want to like. What's the build? I don't even know if you want to go Blink this game. I feel like you probably have to go like maybe some stat item, some HP item, and then you go BKB. Because then you can run in as a front. Then you can be the front line. You run in. You're the annoying distraction in front, and the Spectre can look at how he wants to haunt to get into the fight, or even the Shaker can look how he can cast a good Echo Slam in the fights.
Right, something like maybe Heaven's Halberd first, and then go into the beacon.
I'm not sure about Heaven's Halberd, but something along those lines. Anything that can give you like survivability, HP.
I particularly love the Heavens against OD. It stops him from dealing damage for quite a while.
I mean, yeah, it's just a weird item on the Bat Rider.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the Legion. Oh, right, I see your point. Actually, Bat Rider just got a free kill there. Astral? Can he dispel the sticky napalms? It might just be enough. There's the Impale. No, it's not enough. Overwhelming Odds actually kills him because they were too close by.
Yep, FBZ is here.
And a hide. Okay, well, that duel as well.
Give me my
Finish off
damage.
The MP. Cuckoo, a bit too hasty, thinking he could get the kill against the Earthshaker, and instead, he gives some more gold to the LC. Didn't win the duel, did it?
I mean, this is the thing why OD is not very comfortable against the bat, because the bat can always kill you, and Every time you use the Astro on the creeps, there's always a chance you might die.
Yes, especially with the supports nearby. Like,
Yeah.
it's just easy.
There's a lot of risks, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that the bat doesn't like to play against the Astro later, because when you lasso someone, he can always Astro, so he forces you to always Astro him, and now there's a bench. So this game, the Bear Riders lasso kind of feels like it's probably not going to do a lot in the team fight because there's too many counters, but I feel like with the right itemization, he can still be the front line and just do damage, because the win condition is the Spectre. As long as he can create that distraction that will allow the Spectre to do her thing in the fights.
Oh, okay, just kill Necron. That's actually really good.
She's so fat though.
Oh, did she deny with the other Necron?
Yeah,
On point.
well played.
That's really well played, actually, because that's a lot of early gold for the MP or for the Nick. So, okay. LD, though, just comes back and farms the lane again, right? Though it's the thing that you can't with...
Yeah, because you have Pia and OD, you have 2 farming cores, so the other 3 have to be doing a lot of overtime work, you know, and there's only so much you can do overtime. And here comes the Bear Rider with the lasso soon. Oh, the bait!
Radiant's middle
But where is the
tower
flame break?
under
No.
attack.
Flame break, so I have to
At this
jungle.
point, you should get 1 point in play.
Nah, now you don't even bother now, because you just want to go jungle with your Firefly. If you don't get it for the lane, you don't get it at all.
Are there any stacks made?
Not sure. But outpost. The battle of the outposts.
Cuckoo. Again, a bit too aggressive with his plays and gets punished for it.
Well, being too aggressive and cuckoo.
Name a more iconic duo.
Yeah.
That's the name you were going. I think Cuckoo sometimes tones down though. It's interesting because he's one of the aggressive plays I've seen.
Yeah, nowadays he's
will
much...
stop halfway through the
Nowadays he's toned down a lot more because he's the captain, you know. You need to show a good example as a captain. You don't want to be dying for kills as a captain.
Yeah, that makes. Okay, now we've seen the double time that GeekFam is forced to do. They have to go for the bounties, and that was not a well-timed magic missile, but he still got it. He still got it.
White one, man.
White one?
That's cool. Kill? Is this too much?
Not gonna be enough. Doesn't have the extra point of courage. Don't hit him! Don't hit him! There we go. FBZ now being chased away by the band of brothers. They even have the magic missile. All roaming odds. FBZ! Oh, they find him with the Sanity's Eclipse. Carl coming in for the kill secure.
I mean, you look at the net worth. Look at the kill score. Dire is still ahead, even though they are
Considerably, yeah.
1 to 4.
Wow, the OD is beating the Batman a lot.
Yeah, because you think about what I said earlier, I always said to you, because GeekFam, they are first pick this game, right? So they are supposed to win the side lanes. But because of the 22nd pick not winning the lane, so this is what you're seeing. The effect from the pick sequence. It's totally normal for them to win the side lanes because they are picking after the Radiant pick the side lanes, so they are going to get better lanes. Naturally. That's why it's very, very bad that if you have this last pick hero and you're losing this lane, you always hear this a lot. You have 22nd pick. I gave you the 22nd pick, but you lost your lane. This is the implication of losing the lane as a 22nd pick.
When you say you hear this a lot, you mean you say this a lot to your players?
No.
This sounds exactly like something you would say.
you were the chosen one. You had the 22nd pick, but no.
Okay, Zephyr, I think you're in trouble now. The fissure's the best way. Oh, he's like, no, guys, I'm too fat. I missed the 2 gym days. I'm so sorry.
He wasn't the chosen one.
He was not. But this is what Zephyr's supposed to do, though. You're annoying them. I mean, yeah, you're out of position a bit.
Yep, they got the tower top, so now they're going to move to bottom. Top is the dead lane, so probably Venge is going to... Venge on Nature's probably can play the dead lane later.
You have much more push on GeekFam than you do on...
Yeah, this is going very well for the Dire team right now. Everything that has happened, they've been doing a very good job mitigating the OD against the Bear Rider lane. Sorry, wait, what? The OD was the last pick. What am I talking about?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, he was the last pick that won his lane, so he did his job.
Yeah, they won the side lanes, though. You're right. They won the side lanes.
They were the last. They were supposed to lose the side lanes, but they won the side lanes.
Yeah. Well, VLC finished off the Knicks. That's a good duel, at least. So 10 damage going way FBZ.
But they still have like a Spectre against PL, like core-to-core matchup. That's still a very, very good matchup.
Yeah, but isn't the OD, doesn't the balance considerably?
Yeah, but the same goes for the Spectre's teammates. They're supposed to take care of the OD later. They have the Rock, they have Lasso, they have the Duel. They have a lot of single target heavy lockdown against the... Yeah, sure, you have the swap, you have the the stuns from the Knicks and everything. But as long as the OD is not hitting and right-clicking the Spectre in the fights, you have to sacrifice all your heroes to do that, and Spectre can win the fight for you. You go ahead, you do it. They are just collateral damage. Spectre is the king that has no mercy.
Sure, I can see that. But in this argument, though, wouldn't GeekFam try to make it so that PL has to fight against all the other stupid supports, and then it's OD versus Spectre?
Yeah, same.
So there's just to see who can get the right matchups in the fight, right?
The PR is looking to kill the or murder the Earthshaker
Warlock.
and the Warlock. Yeah, these are the two people that they want to murder. That's why the LC has to protect them with the Dispel, or you get like a Pipe.
Dire's
Actually,
middle
maybe
tower
not.
is
Pipe
under
is not good
attack.
this game.
No, Vlad's actually, I would say, or Crimson Guard even.
No, I think he needs to go Blink right away.
Yeah, Blink first, but don't you think Crimson Guard later is going to help against the PL's damage?
No, I think he needs to buy BKB after the Blink, because there's too many annoying stuff that can disable him.
Nice try.
Okay.
He needs to be a front line that can be a threat, you know? Because sometimes being a front line doesn't just mean that you can be this fat hero with a lot of HP, but you don't do damage and you're not a threat at all. What would be a good example? Underlord or Tide sometimes. You're just there in front.
Tide is a creep.
Yeah, you don't you don't do a lot of damage, but you're just there. Nobody wants to touch you, but you are not forcing anyone to touch you. That's why you see all these tanks. What do they build? Radiance. Because then he's standing in front and he's doing damage. Then you can't say, oh, I'm gonna ignore this guy. No, now you feel like you're dying to this guy.
That's why Abaddon stopped getting played, because he was not a good frontliner, because he didn't do anything, and then you just kind of ignored him for a while. Among other reasons.
And Radiance is not the. I feel like it's not a very good item right now because the game is way too like the build up. There's no build up. Like literally, there's no build up.
Yeah, for like a solid 20 minutes you have nothing, and then you suddenly are useful for a
That's
while.
why you only see it once in a while. It's very rarely you see people build Radiance nowadays.
It's really only on heroes that really like it, like Spectre. Okay, this could be really good. Look at that break. Look at that amazing break.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
No, but he actually squashed a bit with a fissure and the enchant totem. Can they catch him? Yeah, PL's here. Thank you for setting this up for me, servant. I will take this meal now to my room.
You're that big bully, the elder brother that I didn't have.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Boots of Travel done on Mikoto.
That's a typical build.
See, he's just going straight BKB.
I like this. Yeah, okay.
It's the right build. It is the right build. Doesn't even have the lasso.
I don't think
Never mind. He
No,
needs
yeah, of course you need to lasso there. You need to lasso the and
no, yes, Rock is face.
Rock is used, and here's the Hunt as well. Zephyr wanted to join in, but he didn't really do much. In fact, they just gave him a free kill, 2 for 1 today in the GeekFam store. It's Boom Esports. I mean, that was actually pretty nice. I mean, you did use the Rock though, but
Worth it. Still worth it.
2 kills. Yeah.
It's a core kill.
I think Cuckoo right now though is just trying to create space by dying.
Going pipe. He's still going pipe on the LC.
I don't love the pipe this game. What are you mitigating as damage?
The OD is magic damage from the Astro and the Sanizis.
Yeah, fair. I guess because you saw the OD going for Ag, so now it's more relevant to you.
I mean, it's more about also the role he's playing now. He feels like he needs to be the front line because, like I said, Bat Rider is like kind of like the back line until he has BKB. You can't really run in front.
Sure.
And so as the other heroes. So, yeah. LC.
Oh, that's a nice body block. Good Cuckoo, good Cuckoo. Actually, PC is better than a stun. But Cuckoo realized that there's no follow-up, unfortunately, for his wonderful body block, and his children are just dying.
But the more I think about it, I feel like Dagger BKB is better because you need to straight up go in because you have to duel the OD, I feel. Like
Oh, you didn't even buy Dagger, actually. You went straight pipe.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to duel the OD. If you don't have a dagger, how are you gonna do that? Because if you don't do the OD, I don't even care about the swap because if he swaps the OD he's still forced to hit you. So it doesn't really do a whole lot. Here comes the Diffuser. I am online.
Actually, though, if you think about that, if you swap the OD stays behind because he's ranged, and Legion will walk up too far.
But at least he's not like a 600 range hero. He still needs to come here.
What's OD's range? You check. Pretty high, you know?
No.
450. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
It's like I think about similar with Luna. No, Luna is even shorter.
No, Luna's shorter. Well, not that much. I thought it was longer for
No, TA Kappa range hero.
Okay, let's see. Legion Commander. Stop. Magic Missile. She has no mana. They catch. It's not to save Cuckoo. Y1 could be in trouble for this, but he's okay. He's avenged. He's supposed to die. Overwhelming odds. Destroys him. In comes the Nyx, trying to gain some space. Astro comes in to save him.
Nice.
That was a great Astro, because now they're forced to stay back for Zephyr. Otherwise, he would stop them. Really, really good, Carl.
I mean, this is the downside of having this, like, even though they had a lead early, but you see, right, what's happening the last couple of minutes.
I mean, your lineup is
The Raiden, yeah, Raiden, even though they lost the lane, I mean, I wouldn't say they lost, but they got off
they lost
worse,
the
a
lane.
little worse.
A 2K lead for GeekFam early, I think it's fair to say they lost the lane. It's not by a lot.
It's not by a lot, but they lost. But they still, it still says they lost the laning phase. But overall, they're still able to do stuff because they have a more balanced lineup. That's why I mentioned earlier, I like their lineup more because it's easier to play. It's easier to execute. You see here, Daya is going for this like tower, this bait. This tower with 50 HP, 100 HP. It's a bait. They can't even go for it because they don't have enough items on the PL and the OD yet.
I gotta say though, Zephyr was crucial there.
I mean, Radiant took this fight without Rock. It says a lot about the lineup, how strong you are at this point.
Okay, they're going again.
They want the
they get to
tower.
kill the Rock.
Are fortified.
No, the tower.
I want the tower.
Actually, the children might be able to do it. Go, my children.
Wow, the Nature's Prophet what?
Cuckoo's just thinking he wants to take a tower. It's worth for Cuckoo.
No way that's worth. No way that's
You
worth.
don't think so?
Did he get the tower?
He took the tower.
Still not worth.
You don't think so?
You're not a support.
Yeah, but you're an off.
I mean, still a lot of experience and go, and you're ruining your own game.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, but Cuckoo has been playing that kind of play. I think Cuckoo understands that he is the ultimate slave right now because he has 2 masters.
You're still a Nature's Prophet. If you want to be a slave, be something else, not Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is not a good slave. You need items.
Yeah.
You're an expensive slave. You need items. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't. It feels like maybe mathematically it was okay, but I feel like as a core player, still doing this, even though you're not the win condition, I don't feel so good about it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
You're giving away a lot of experience to the anime team as well.
there's a certain desperation that they feel because they know they have to elongate this game. So taking these towers might lead to that, right? And they just
But what-
open up a map for
But
themselves.
why are they desperate? It's not like Radiant has a huge advantage right
Well, because
now.
they understand their draft is incredibly greedy, though. So better to.
But wouldn't you say that then dying speeds up the enemy's team tempo faster so that you can't be that greedy?
Good point.
Because
to
you're
say.
feeding away experience.
But the counter argument will be that shoving the lanes would be.
But he
would
wasn't
be
shoving
better.
the lanes. The lane was already shoved up.
I guess
He just wanted
He just wanted the tower.
the tower.
The tower gold. Yeah, yeah. Hey, there was a bit of greed there.
Dire's bottom tower is
A
under
bit.
attack.
Bit of greed.
A bit. You see 3 heroes there and then you run up the last hit of the tower. That's a bit of greed. So I wonder what's greedy for you.
Radiant are scanning.
Fair point. Fair point. I'm trying to downplay what we just saw. I think there was an idea behind it because of his lineup. He's just trying to be a good teammate. Radiant's almost completed under much help, but it's. I mean, I guess Necrodramon's actually pretty good timing, but OD and PL, especially PL, are really farmed right now.
Yeah.
PL is actually doing a really good job of farming. Well, it's Raymond. I don't know why.
His team is doing
A good job of creating space for it. Yes.
Yeah, making a lot of space for him.
Always acknowledge your support's job in front of Winter. What? Oh, they saw this. They... Oh no, that's about nature. Never mind. Sorry.
So what? Radiant doesn't know this is happening.
No.
They have Rock. If they know, they're gonna want to fight. Look at what are they doing? Oh,
They might know. They might know.
Warlock's not here. Look at
Why is the
Warlock.
catapult?
Warlock's so far away.
But FPZ.
Warlock. Hello.
Oh, yeah, go. No! Wasted, and the Fisher puts him in a bad position. And I mean them as Blue
High ground.
Esports.
No.
Yeah, they have the high
Do
ground.
not run up the high ground. Do not run up the high ground.
No, Dreamocell learned his lesson. You can't go up that far.
Radiant's top
Dreamocell,
tower
they see him. Can they stop this TP? Zephyr goes back, realizes it's not a good idea.
It wasn't that bad in them. They didn't lose anyone. But they had to use.
He lost Haunt and Neko.
But they still have Rock. They can still fight if Dire wants to go.
Rock and Lasso and Duel. Yeah, you can definitely fight. I agree. But if you don't lasso the OD, Astra will cancel you immediately. Remember that now you don't pull back.
I mean, you have to lasso the OD, you have to lasso the branches, but the lasso is like whatever. If you get a good lasso,
Yeah,
it's a bonus. It's more about like him running in and BKB and do damage.
A fair amount of save on GeekFam, honestly. To catch the OD with something. Doesn't matter what you do, but you have to stop him from being able to Astro everything.
Yeah, communication. If I lasso the OD, please, for the love of God, do the bench. If I lasso the bench, please do the OD.
They heard the cons of the Rock. That's a fantastic fissure.
It's in this.
You know, he shot into the center nearby. The Shadow Amulet is not that good. It's not that good. Really good fissure, but the PL is just too slim, you know? He's a cat. He can get it anywhere.
Oh no, break. Break.
No, he dispelled it with a pressing attack.
Oh, you don't dispel break.
Yeah, you can. You can't dispel Silver Edge break. You can dispel it.
Oh, it's not the same?
Yeah, it's not the same.
What?
Radiant's
I feel like
middle
these
tower
last 2 days
is
I've just been
under attack.
teaching you how to play Dota. I mean, I don't know what it is.
Isn't that the same thing as a break?
No,
Oh,
Silver Edge break is undispellable, Vendetta break is dispellable.
that's not fair.
Yeah. In fact, yeah,
Alright, life is not fair.
life is not fair, yeah, exactly.
That's not fair.
So we're gonna see now the odds of this. GG bet odds here can be seen. Boom Esports and GeekFam. And people are trusting GeekFam even more. By the way, on the Nyx, when this cannot be dispelled, it means the Vendetta buff cannot be dispelled, not a debuff. That's why it says. I can trust me. Look it up. Anyway, OD, FPZ, maybe in trouble. There's a duel. Okay, they find the OD, this is really good. And a swap, saving it a bit, but OD doesn't have enough enough HP to last his Astro Prism, and he's just gaining time. He's just gaining time for his team to save him. Where is my team? Just Carl. He just drops all his spells before he dies.
It didn't do any damage.
No,
Did he miss?
No, he hit 2 people. It didn't really do much.
He did so little?
Yeah, he doesn't have that much intelligence. He didn't steal that much intelligence yet. He asked for himself.
And the charge as well.
Yeah.
I think he only got 3 charges off.
So he didn't take that much mana, not intel. Okay, the treants. Cuckoo. There's an impale, but they avoid it. Really good maneuvers. And Cuckoo is now going to die because of this.
Fight is over for
The spike carpet is not good enough. Fraven realizing his mistake. He's sure to believe in his team. And they have the lasso. Where's the swap to save you now? Venture's too far away.
This is what you get when you have 2 kings on the team. You have to swap the OD, you have to swap the PL. In the end, you can't swap everyone. And someone has to die. Oh, actually, everyone has to die.
It's that story about the baby. You know, that old biblical story about the baby? That the king says the only fair way to decide who's the real mother is to just split the baby into 2.
You serious?
Yeah, that's a real story. It was like a baby, and they didn't know who it was, and both mothers claimed it. And so the king is like, well, we'll just split the baby in half, and you all get half. It's fair.
Talking about claiming, the Radiant claims the Roshan here. This is our Roshan. This is our Roshan. PL, you do not run away. You do not escape. The fight was pretty much over when they got the OD. Like the moment the OD got jumped on, that's it. Like even though you have the bank swap, like we mentioned earlier, but it doesn't allow you to get away because it's a duel, right? So it, like whatever, he still forced. Actually not a duel. He swapped the lasso, but he was still very near in the fight until.
Oh, that's a good move. That's a really good move. Even at Haunt as well.
Where's the backup?
There's no backup.
Backup means free kill.
No backup means free kill indeed.
Look at where Radiant is playing right now. They're in the pocket because they have the advantage right now. They have the Aegis, so they are very, very strong.
And then their team fight is like literally 10 times better than the enemy team.
Yeah. And GeekFam has to try to find ways of prolonging the game right now.
I agree that maybe GeekFam's lineup, they're lacking is a reliable offlaner. The MP is not the offlaner you want for this greedy draft. You need someone with a bit more team fight, right?
I mean, MP can be that guy. It's not as effective, but you can still build like the pipe, all the support items.
But you're like the stuns or the team fight, like a League Commander, for example, brings to the table.
But they already have enough stuns from Nyx and Bench. I feel like it's more about like the having 2 kings in the on the board, you know, right now with the OD and the PR.
Yeah.
There's only room for 1.
Yeah, fair enough. Is that what you think a lot of teams don't do tri-core or dual-core or anything like that anymore? Or if
I mean,
they do that, they do it
there are
fast.
some games that you are allowed to get away with this grid, or you can get away with this grid. But this game, I feel like it's not that easy. You know, you have to play extremely well from the laning phase. They did well from the laning phase. Don't get me wrong. They had like what, a 2K, close to 3K lead from what, 10, 12 minutes. But after that, it was very difficult for them to, you know, fight. Even though Boom ID lost, Boom Esports lost the laning phase, but they have more tools in the team fight. They have the Rock, Echo, the Duel, and the Bear Rider Lasso, and not to forget the Spectre, which even though you're farming Radiance, but during that period of time, the Haunt giving the vision and the daggers in the fight, you're still useful in the team fights. So they can fight with 5 heroes, you know. Whereas GeekFam, you 2 of the 5
Kind of fighting with 3 at best.
Yeah, 2 of the 5 are you know, kind of farming.
Yeah, and Cuckoo constantly is playing a bit, maybe a bit too.
That's why the PL, you see the PL being more active.
Cuckoo, come on, mate, come on.
Where's the line? There is no line for me.
There is no line for Cuckoo, but there is a lasso for him though, and a Sea of Fire and Flames, and a Duel, and an Earthshaker.
I think he's just like, because there's nowhere to farm, right? Because they have such a greedy lineup, so he has to try to take the farm that nobody wants to take.
Yeah, the most dangerous farm. But since now there's no reliable gold anymore, it's kind of difficult. Oh, Cuckoo. Oh. Or sorry, Carl.
Just because the name starts with the same syllable, we call that as
yes. It's not the same syllable, the same letter, but his name is K. So. Thank you, Winter.
Middle tower has fallen.
The OD dying there in the middle lane wasn't too great either, because now they're just capable of literally diving you that easily. It was just a Spectre. She doesn't even have anything to slow you down. It's just the OD's too slow.
Spectral Dagger.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad. That's
Does that spell not slow?
It does slow. I'm just an idiot.
Thank you very much.
That trick has not worked forever, by the way. I keep seeing the Sprout trick, and it does not work. It's supposed to hide your tower, yeah. It hides it for the
Didn't
creep.
they change it? Or no?
I'm not sure.
Yes, they against my friend.
Oh, Spike Carpus, and he
turned off his
Radiance.
He turned off his Radiance. When he saw the Nyx, he turned it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, smart. But he still got hit at the beginning, though, by it. And another Spike Carpus, good. Radiance turned off. Remo Chill on point with those Radiances. Turn it on for the illusions, turned it off for the Spike Carpus.
Quick fingers.
Quick fingers.
Yeah, he's a very, very talented player. Not gonna lie.
You did say that Spectre's one of his favorite heroes, right?
Yeah,
One of his
Spectre, Arc Warden.
Radiant are
I
I would
scanning.
love to see Dream Watcher Arc Warden.
Yeah, he really loves playing the hero. He likes to play all these like very weird, like unconventional. I mean, I don't know if they're actually unconventional anymore because
I
Arc
was
Warden.
Spectre's unconventional.
I mean, Arc Warden is also like a kind of like a common hero
Yeah.
next to Thompson.
That's because people realize he's not that hard to play, to be honest. Arc Warden is not that difficult.
What's the most difficult hero to play?
Invoker.
No, Invoker is not the most difficult. Most of the players will tell you Morphling because you have to know how to play every hero to play Morphling.
Yes, that's Morphling is fair. I'm also saying Invoker because I think mechanically he's difficult, by the way. I think tactically he's difficult. I think Invoker, the versatility that the guy provides makes it harder to play. But I agree that Morphling is probably the hardest to play.
Yeah. You have to play every hero in Dota to play Morphling well. Oh no, the bat has found the nature boy again.
Hey, Winter, I'm getting this kind of feeling of like a deja vu here, maybe?
Oh, where's the teammate? Where's the? Okay, never mind. There is the teammate.
Yep. We've seen this a couple times. It's the same repeat every time.
Every time he ends with a duel.
A duel with the air shaker somewhere.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a choice. He has to take. Look at the map, right? How is he playing? He's playing always the most dangerous area, the area that the.
Because he's MPs. He's the only one that can do it.
The OD MPL. You think they want to go there? No. Screw you. They say this is not where I want to be. But somebody has to take that farm.
Is under attack.
So MP is just voluntarily sacrificing himself. He's doing the right thing.
I agree.
I mean, we're making fun of him, but he's doing the right thing because there's no other play in this game because they are so greedy with their lineup.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't think we're not laughing at him for his bad plays. We're just laughing at his funny situation.
Because it's the only play he has.
Yeah, exactly. Zephyr. Oh, okay, Dust.
When the only play for you as a call is to die, it doesn't feel good.
No, of course not. Zephyr's in a strong position as well, by the way. As next, you have to scout, you have to give vision to your cores. You're gonna die sometimes. It's just the role.
Dire's top tower is
Comes with the job, you know.
It does. When they pick Nyx, you're like, once we reach 30 minutes in, you're gonna die off.
No, that's nothing to do with the Nyx.
Don't
It's
think
just
so?
the role. If you're a support, you're a slave. It comes with a job.
Yeah, right, yeah,
is
yeah,
under
You
attack.
think if you're playing something else, you have the license to not die? Think again.
So you're telling me is if you have a lot of deaths in your support, that's a good thing. Okay, I got it. I got to win. Whitemon died in bottom lane, so he's being a great support here. To be honest, he is pushing, he's shoving the lane with that Vengeful Spirit, right? I guess if we could say right now that everything is the dead lane for them, so there's no place for them to farm, so yeah.
Home.
Yeah, in the fountain, you have to bring the creeps there. It's tough for them. But honestly,
you
BL's
create the safe zone by
pushing the lane.
pushing the lane so someone dies and then that becomes the dead zone and the other place becomes the safe area.
Radiant
Yeah, that's a good
structures
idea.
are fortified.
Even Carl's going for relatively dangerous farm. And they don't have lasso because he has magic stick, he has no mana. Oh no, bad.
Yes,
I think he just got jebaited. Can they find him with the impale?
Wow, he
That's
didn't
a
even
good pressed attack.
he didn't even pop the BKB. He
No need. He's confident. Now he needs.
Never mind.
And they were waiting for the swap. There we go. Can they still kill him?
No.
They're lacking the diffusal blade damage. A second swap. Whitemon's like, yes. Winter's wrong. This man's dying. And he blinks in time. Whitemon, how does it feel to do nothing? And with the Echo Slam, you condemned your team. Zephyr and Whitemon, both supports are dead. A duel was about to come out, but quick on the fingers is Carl. Getting the Astro in time. FPC is now in trouble. He's been slowed. The Rock is not going to stop his death. And another Astro by Carl.
Oh, he has a lot of charges.
Oh, careful though, he missed the... What was that, Sanity's? Okay, he Sanity's nothing. He dies, of course. And Cuckoo is in a similar position. He manages to TP in time.
Pierre has no mana. Oh no, never mind, he has stick. But there's not much he can do here without his team. But Radiant is all, they are too low to push the tower.
That was very odd, Sanity's Eclipse. What was he aiming at?
The Spectre. It did very little to the Spectre.
Was it the Spectre that hit?
Yeah. He got dispersed. Damage.
That's true. Spectre is a dumb hero though, so... I mean,
Spectre is a dumb
as in,
hero.
like, he doesn't have
like low intelligence.
Yeah, low intelligence.
Like, he's not the lowest for sure, right? Troll is the lowest, or PA, right? Troll, it must be PA.
I actually don't know this one. Low intelligence. Okay, well, actually, I want to watch this play. So, the bat played really well here, honestly. It was
He's
really
the front line. He's merely the distraction.
He is merely
You
the
think
distraction.
he
That
is
was
the main hero, then Earthshaker comes in and destroys the fight.
It's a really, really good echo there.
Yeah, that's why it's not easy to play PL against Shaker, because he takes away a lot of your damage in the fight. Like, even if he doesn't kill you, you need some time to recharge your illusion.
No, he was trying to catch the air shaker too. That's why. That's why it was such a weird Astro or Sanity, sorry. But Hyde blinked in time. That was really on point by Hyde then. Well played by him.
I mean, the game is very easy as a Earthshaker when you have Spectre, you have this like frontline like Bat Rider, LC. There's like three heroes in the game literally that could just be in front, and the enemy team cannot. You know, you cannot ignore the Bat Rider, the LC, and the Spectre. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
So it creates
Because they all carry their own stun.
Yeah, so it creates a lot of opportunities for the Shaker to just find the perfect dunk in the fights.
I mean, you see the OD is literally like a dog handler just going, halt! Stop! Stop from coming at me. And he's losing all his sanity.
Sure, they have a lot of saves, but the enemy team has a lot of waves.
Exactly.
Oh, no, the same story again. Volume 4.
Volume 4. There we go. Wait till the end of the TP.
Where's the LC? Where is that?
The LC is going by. No, she's far away. They don't have the duel this time. Cuckoo might actually make out of here alive.
What?
If not, Spectre joining in. Nah, there's too many enchant on him.
Volume 4 is a bit tricky, but it still gets the job done.
Still get the job done. Yeah. You know what they say, sequels aren't as good as the originals, so I tried. The poor end, I think at this point you might not even TP, you know, you just kind of accept death when they catch you.
Just try to farm the creeps, clear the way.
I mean, you should do that though. I think he's doing the right play as you mentioned, but of course, it's just difficult. You have Heart on PL, you should have Basher. OD's fallen behind in this farm, which is unfortunate because Carl needs a lot of items.
Somebody has to pay the price, you know, when you have such a greedy draft.
Yeah, it has to be Carl, 100%, because PL needs the items. Like Monacan found out. Wow, perfect. That's a great one. Oh, but he has
somebody, let me swap you, somebody. All right. Nope. I forgot I'm a pause 5. I have no
right to swap.
I have no right to live.
Yep. Imagine if you actually swap it. Yeah, that'd be horrendous.
Horrendous? That would just be a report.
Wrath of nature. Look at that, see? It doesn't work anymore. The Sprout, they still see through it.
That's a dagger.
Is that why they see through it?
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Because every time I see
there is a dagger.
There is a dagger, you're right. It might be. It does give vision, I'm not sure though. Pale. Stop the Michelle, does not bother by that Sprout. There's a lasso for the OD. Where's the swap? No, he's dead! He's dead! He's dead! And with this, they get the duel off on the OD as well. You lost your main source of damage. FBZ can just continue pummeling your tower to down. There's the Impale though with the Mana Burn. Helpless block. Put the Spectre in a bad position. It's time for PL to go.
Here's Aegis and Cheese.
But she's in a bad position. They can still kill. There's the Cheese. Sands Eclipse only for the Earthshake. Doesn't really deal much damage. Limoncello using the Haunt. Going for the OD. They want to get a second kill to Carl. They get the Fissure off. Instead going for Cuckoo. They're mixing up their targets. The ADHD is not working for Dreamachel, and he's forced to retreat. They have to still deal with the easier target. Hyde is going to die here. Hyde has died. But GeekFam survives.
Yep, no ultimate, so they're not that strong. They only had Horn that fight, no Rock, no Last.
Used everything. What are you talking about?
No, I mean for Radiant. They used everything?
Yeah, they used everything.
No, they didn't have Duel. They didn't have the...
Guys, can we get a please a moment of brilliance to show that they used Lasso and Duel at the start of the team fight? Oh, they've already used Duel right now.
Oh,
no, but this is...
Oh, okay, fine, there's the Earthshaker.
They had the Earthshaker, and they had the Rock earlier as well.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they used everything before the team fight started, but the moment of brilliance, it's
triggering.
Intel is screwing with me right now. They started with Lasso and Duel at the beginning of that fight to get the OD, and then they had the buyback.
Yeah, but that was the previous. I mean,
oh, you don't consider those part of the same fight.
It's different already because now they're pushing.
Right, sure. Okay, I see that. My bad then, my bad.
No, it's not your bad. It's my bad.
I understand.
I didn't let you know. I wasn't clear with my communication.
Oh, that's a great Impale. Stopping the Spectre as well, but there's another duel. Swapping him to save him. Is that going to be enough? No, you put PL in a bad position again. And PL, even with SNY, can't survive this. Doppelganger, Raven, he's trying to go back to safety, but the Astral's not going to help him too much. Zephyr tanking for him. All the supports helping him. The heart got triggered enough for him to go up to the high ground. The Fissure stops him though, and he doppelgangers in time for the enchant on him. Raven to the low ground. Really bad luck. They're saving him with all the spells they have, but boom, it's endlessly chasing you. Another Impale is not going to be enough. Raven finally falls. GeekFam just lost their king, and without them, without the head, they don't know what to do. 70 seconds down PL. How do you win without the win condition?
Next game. There is always next game. You can try to win the next game. That's how you do it.
The only objective here is not to lose right now for 60 seconds.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned right now, the state of the game is very, very difficult for GeekFam. They are relying on like a humongous mistake from the Radiant to be able to have a chance in this game.
Scanning.
like the fate of the game is no longer in your hands. And it kind of sucks to play like this.
It really does, yes, because you're relying on enemy team's mistakes. It's not really your... I mean, it's the fault of your draft, really. You didn't execute that bad in this game. It's just the draft is ready. And Boom took advantage of it.
Yep.
Okay, see what I mean? Actually, I don't know. They keep using the Spectral when that happens. So it's hard to tell. I think it might actually reduce the vision.
Maybe he knew.
I think it might actually reduce the vision. They used to do that. I thought they fixed it, but clearly not. So,
has fallen.
Shivas. Oh, that gives vision. That gives vision and also might find Zephyr. They got through the flame break.
He's been playing the Bear Rider very well this game, considering that how many counters that he's been playing up against.
He's gotten some really solid lassos.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
very patient.
Bear Rider is a ban next game.
Yes.
In the first phase.
100%.
Yeah.
I am surprised they didn't ban it this game, to be honest.
Most of the time it is banned, but I guess they just wanted to ban something else this time, and they feel like, because it's not a hero that comes up to the radar sometimes, you know, when you're preparing for a match, because people don't really get to play it that much, so you don't really know, are they actually prioritizing this hero, are they not, you know? And sometimes as captains, you're like screw it, I just don't want to deal with it. No discussion, ban.
There are certain teams that's more obvious to love the battle, like a droid, for example. It's too obvious. Like that hero is first pick material for like 6 patches.
Yeah, I would say it depends on like how the team. Early Christmas.
Jiggy? I guess respect.
Wants the 40 agility. Or is it 40? Or 20?
The BKB is by back, and with this, I think Zephyr's done for. And look at that lasso. Can they swap? Can they swap? No, they have the duel again. The swap is a bit too late.
Yes, they
can. The swap is too late. The duel already got him, and that's all they needed. He even wins the duel.
He's a winner. He is a winner.
I think 100 seconds that the OG, you can't really fight this.
Boom is the winner here.
Yep.
Look at this bat. He's so tanky with the Shivas.
What was that echo slam? I think he thought it was
Does it
wrong.
matter? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't really matter. It's a celebration echo slam. Hits the goal.
Warlock, save your
Echo
support!
slam.
Save your support!
No, Kesky will die, but it's okay. That's his job. That is his job to die because he died for the PL. And now, just for tradition's sake, kill Cuckoo one last time.
Tower is under attack.
Win this game. I'm pretty sure this game's over. They're not throwing the GG because they're taking this time to think about the next game.
Yeah, they're talking about the next game.
Dyer's bottom barracks
What
are
went,
under attack.
they're talking about this game, what went wrong.
Dyer's
Right, and then how to fix it for the next game.
Yeah.
Dyer's
Carl, you told me you could play the OD?
Well, I told you I can play, but you were the one who clicked it. I didn't say you should click it. I just merely said I could play.
I feel that's a real justification someone used with you before. Okay, there's another attempt. They'll go for the Earthshaker, the lasso, the Shivas, and the PL's taking way too much damage. Again, the duel plus lasso is a good combination. Lasso just brings in an early present for the duel to finish him off, but unfortunately, PL's a bit too tanky. And Raven's pretend that's his illusion. Raven, okay, playing with your mind so he can stay a bit longer among the enemy team. He's infiltrated enemy lines, and now he has to run back.
They all have no mana. All of them, from the Nyx and the Diffuser.
Yeah.
Look at them.
But they're still gonna kill the Nyx. You don't need mana when your heroes are this strong.
Is that so?
Yes, that's what Anti-Mage told me. Mana is for wimps. Muscles are for real heroes.
You know, a lot of strength heroes actually need mana.
Yeah, it's actually one of their weaknesses when they're stupid.
What?
Yeah,
What is this justification?
They have low intelligence gain, that's why. They're stupid, so they need...
Tell that to Doom.
Doom's actually pretty stupid, no?
No, he has high intelligence gain.
Is it really?
Why do you not believe me?
I think Doom has really
Radiant
big mana
are
power.
scanning.
I'm actually not sure.
It's okay, I managed to cast some doubt in you with your this stat gain shit that you have been telling me since day one. Oh, this hero has the highest stat gain, so he is the strongest hero in the game.
That's not what I said. You're simplifying my arguments, but okay, thanks.
Silencer has the highest overall stat gain.
I actually
it
don't think
Silencer?
it's... I think it's Bloodseeker.
Oh, okay.
Bloodseeker has great stat gain. So solid.
More fuel for the fire.
And I don't say that. That's not my point at all.
Radiant
Oh, they guessed wrong.
Yeah, they did. Shot could be in trouble. Yeah.
Turn off the Radiance.
No, oh, he's playing with him. He's playing with him.
The Rock.
Trying to confuse him. Rock is available, as you mentioned. Beautiful Rock. And actually Spec as a Havoc Hammer, which pushed him away. And now they are forced to TP. OD's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to fight this anymore. Raven, it's your job to be the carry now. Follow this other king. Let's see if it's going to work out because Raven's kind of been left alone. He does manage to get a kill for now on Kesku. They don't really know which one's the real one. Raven's a bit too confusing. Hey,
away. The Echo Sun finally stopping him, and they duel the right Raven. And well, this Raven is going to go down 120 seconds without him. This is most likely going to be the GG as the Venge falls in his footsteps. So this Cuckoo and Zephyr will be the last to die in this engagement. Smacking him. Slamming.
I mean, that's the fun part for the supports when the game is over. You get
Dire's
to troll.
top tower is under
I guess
attack.
that's fun also for the cause. And the game, you know the game is over. You get to do fun stuff.
Dire's top
For
tower
support, you told me that the whole game is suffering.
Yeah.
When it's over, you finally get to enjoy yourself.
Radiant structures
Alright, noted.
That's what you think.
Hide. Oh. Okay, Zephyr.
top barracks
Actually, I mean, I don't know what I'm hiding, to be honest. I don't think this game can go further. But at the PL for 70 seconds, I don't know what you're planning on doing, really.
top barracks has fallen. The Radiant
You guys just talk about the game right now, right? It must be. They know they
Dire's
can't.
middle tower is under attack.
Maybe they still want to try.
I mean, with PL, it's not impossible. It just seems like you need a miracle for this to work. Oh my god, Mikoto is so on point.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think in the Mikoto versus Carl scoreboard, Mikoto 1, Carl 0.
Yeah, 1-0. Well, the sign of a good team is not when they're winning, it's how they are going to stand up when they're down.
Is under attack.
That's true. How do you deal with losses? Everyone can deal with a win.
That is true. Dealing with a win is easy. Winning hides the problem, you know, one of my fans says. Mr. Charlie Young, winning.
I think in the Mikoto versus Carl scoreboard, Mikoto 1, Carl 0.
Yeah, 1-0. Well, the sign of a good team is not when they're winning, it's how they are going to stand up when they're down.
That's true. How do you deal with losses? Everyone can deal with a win.
That is true.